signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is August 27, 2022. It is 12:57 a.m., almost 1 o'clock. I should not be recording today. I should be just editing. Yesterday, after I finished, I think I did 4 recordings. And then right after I finished, did the recordings, I finished edit whatever I was doing. I did the day prior and upload them, went to a appointment, came back. I was not in the mood to edit, to be behind the computer at all. I ate half of a Domino pizza. I didn't eat anything in the morning because I knew I was gonna eat pizza later on today. And then I was out, literally out. I was on the couch, out, and just took a shower, and then I was like, let me record some stuff, and whenever I get to them to edit, I'll do that. At least the house is quiet, I get to do the recording. That's the main problem for me, the recording. And then the edit, I could come back to it anytime. All right, so I have a lot to share with you. There's some stuff I was reading with some of the tweets that I was sharing on my community board. I know some of you are new, and pretty much my channel is just connecting with people who's not on Twitter, the conversation that's going on. It's not like I'm amplifying certain things, the negative part of what's going on. So some of the screenshot that I share were one, how it started pretty much, and I think it was a Omid tweet that discuss what I think Jen Noir was talking about, and then through that I saw other tweets that the squads were pretty much dragging her on Twitter. So I thought that was a good discussion to share with you on community board, and this is why I shared it, because many of you are not on Twitter. That's the main key here. I'm not amplifying anything. It's just screenshot. If I were to amplify certain things, it's like where I'm sharing the link, okay, and I'm commenting or on there, whoever was like Daily Mail or any of the negative newspapers thing. It's just a screenshot that I share just to show you guys who's not on Twitter how the conversation that's going on Twitter. That's it. Anything beyond that, I don't know. I can't tell you what to think. All right, so let's go on Twitter. And some of these conversations that I share on my community board might be either this video. There's a possibility I might do video too, because there's a lot that I'm sharing. Okay, so let's go on Twitter. This is the first tweet. Let's not downplay the significance of Meghan's podcast being the only English-speaking podcast featuring in the top 10 in multiple countries where English is not the first language. I didn't think about that. Some of the videos that I did already, I show screenshot where, majority of them were English speaking, Canada, New Zealand, and some other places. I don't know if there were any other countries that doesn't speak English that it was number one. I was not aware of that, but it's a good way of thinking. If people share their screenshot that it's number one, and let's say in Mexico, for instance, Spanish is the language there, or some other countries that doesn't speak English. Other countries that don't speak English, the podcast is number one. Or if that's the case, perhaps Meghan's team probably did some sort of a translation. I don't know. Maybe. All right. Let me not give myself too much work. All right. Let me read some of the comments under that tweet. Okay, that's a good point. I hadn't even thought of that. See, even me too. On that topic, do English language podcasts ever get redubbed into other language? That's what I was thinking. If the team had Archetypes did translation, I guess it probably wouldn't really work in audio, only medium. That's okay. I don't know much about that. This is a tweet from account I muted, so I'm not even gonna read. Okay, yeah. All right, so that was the only comment there. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, Duchess Meghan Markle skyrockets to the top of the Spotify charts globally, dethroning the Joe Rogan Experience. Archetypes. All right, this is 52 seconds.
Duchess Meghan's new podcast has claimed the #1 spot on Spotify. Melissa, the debut episode came out earlier this week, right?
I mean, it came out and people are still listening to it. They are loving this, Susan. Good morning. For now, the Archetypes podcast has dethroned the Joe Rogan Experience, which has been the most listened to podcast on Spotify for quite some time.
On one of my videos, I was looking at how long Joe Rogan has been #1. It seems like, okay, because he started, through that quick research, it started in 2009. And I was looking for the amount of years it has been #1. I didn't come to a specific number, but it seems like it has been #1 quite some times. All right, so for Meghan to be #1, and dethrone him, especially in the US, it's a huge thing. Okay, there's almost every network is talking about Archetype. But let's listen. I need to stop somewhere just to let you know. All right.
For quite some time. The first episode, The Misconceptions of Ambition, came out Tuesday. Duchess Meghan's first guest was Serena Williams, the GOAT, and the two spoke candidly about the double standards society sets for women.
I don't ever remember personally feeling the negative connotation behind the word ambitious until I started dating my now husband.
The Duchess will be speaking with Mariah Carey next week. Duchess Meghan's new...
Okay, so that's that. Let's read some of the comments. Okay, have you heard the news at Piers Morgan? Oh my God. The squad are crazy. She tagged Piers Morgan on it. That's the laugh. These are the things. The squad squad are crazy. They are crazy. They put stuff all over his room. Oh my lord. Okay, Piers Morgan's rating for Uncensored plummeted to lowest yet as latest episode ends on 10,000 viewers. That was 19 May 2022. The squad are crazy. They are crazy. Netflix looking at these numbers and asking themselves, why did they cancel Pearl? Yep. Tweet comment, exactly my thought. They're gonna be regretting it. There's a possibility. I've said it when that came out. Maybe some other places have already picked it up. Alright, so they cancel it. So I don't know how those things work. Okay, I do not know. I never been in the show business world. So as soon as they cancel it, there's a possibility they already shop around to sell it with other network, with other companies. Remember, Netflix is not the only one. There's oh my god, if it goes to HBO, forget it. I'm gonna cancel Netflix definitely, because there's some stuff that HBO is showing that I probably want to pay for subscription for HBO. I still haven't watched the Princess. I need to go hang out, crash at my sister's house. As she should. Congratulations to Meghan. The podcast is great. Okay, Sussex Magic, let it be known. I actually saw that this is on Netflix. I watched that. I forgot the name of that show where this guy is in it. And I think they just hire him for something else. I don't remember his name. He's an English guy. They just hire him to play something else recently. Alright, love Archetypes. Looking forward to Mariah Carey on the next episode. And almost every country, including non-English speaking countries, just wow. Okay, yes, I'm loving it. Can't wait for the next episode. Thank you. Harry, that's my wife, my love. Okay, my ears are bleeding. Okay. I start laughing at the second one. Call 911, then listen to the podcast again. If the problem persists, then more than likely is due to overgrowth of hate blood cells. This is epic. Okay, congratulations, Duchess Meghan. Absolutely brilliant podcast. Well to Archetype, Archwell Audio. Love it. There's the heart. More of this. I have already listened 4 times since it debuted. Not bored yet. I can't wait for the next episode. Okay. For East Asia, Africa, the rest of the world was reached by Meghan and only Meghan. How is that for a little American hussy? Okay, as Joe Rogan called her. Really? I wasn't sure about that. I didn't know he called her that. Okay, so that went over there as well. Loving it. There's the heart and there's more. But let's move on. Next tweet. Okay, there's Page Master. I'm only showing this because in other tweets, videos where I said, where is Paige? She usually come out when the Sussexes do something spectacular. And when I came across hers, I was like, wow, there you are. I was worrying about you. Something like that. Okay, me streaming Meghan's podcast in my room on my laptop while I'm going out. Leave it playing on repeat because Spotify on multiple devices hit different. Hits different. Alright, there's me responding to her. I was worried about you. I was like, where's Paige? The podcast is out. Glad to see your tweet. Alright, period. Let the girl get into it. I absolutely loved her podcast. Can't wait for the next one. There's the laugh. Me too. There's that. There's Paige. Okay, hey, how have you been, sis, wife? Okay, so other squad realized that they haven't heard from her. I think she's a college student, so she must be very busy. Next tweet. Wait, is Princess Anne trending because the girlies think she's ambitious? Is she? Was she? Let's me laughing. Okay, there's the laugh. The girlies say she's the royal family's answer to Meghan because she didn't need a man to get a role, and she works. I know in some shape or form, I've praised her, but not in that sense. In the sense where she doesn't have to hide that she's receiving taxpayers' money to live her lifestyle. That's about that. Anything else, I do not know. Okay? Alright, this is why she's trending. Let's see. Princess Anne is trending because she didn't have to marry a man to get her job and therefore is a true feminist. Do they know how hereditary monarchy works, or do they think the current royals went through a job application on LinkedIn? These people are crazy. My goodness. They so up their own asses. They forgot how the real world actually works. My goodness. Let's see here, huh? What's this? I don't have any clue. Okay, their bar is in hell. Their bar is in hell. Okay, at this point we need to come up with a name for a level below hell. A level below hell. That's where they've set the bar. Oh my god, they can't go any lower than what it is. Oh my god, those crowd are crazy online. Ambitious for being the daughter of a little queen, Princess Meghan and Queen Serena got the girlies feeling insecure on week 1. They're not ready for next 11 episode. Mariah will have them coming up next week. Mariah, the minute the podcast, the first episode ended, they started, trashing Mariah. Do they know how her industry works? And for her to be at the top of her game, she owns her, I keep thinking album, there's another term for it, someone corrected me on Twitter about it. She owns her, is it plaque, I forgot the term that they use, not album, but it's something else. Okay, all of her music, because majority of her music, she writes them, okay, and she owns them. And then right now she doesn't even need to work because her music is still bringing in income. Yet alone that Christmas song that she wrote, okay, that alone I think it's been the one of the best Christmas song. Okay, ambitious about what? Their jokes, friend, too many jokes. Okay, at least they recognize that Kate Middleton is not ambitious. That for sure. Let's see here. Okay, that is coming next. There will be 6 questions soon. Is there such a thing as hardworking royal? You need to stop. Yep, LOL. The one who traveled with 12-8. Okay, I don't follow the royal that much for me to know, so there it is, 12-8. Oh, but I thought being ambitious like Princess Meghan is a bad thing. There's the laugh. Yep, they just want to tag along, that's all. Every success that Meghan have done, they want to tag along. But they thought that once she left the royal family, she thought that they thought every doors will open for her because she married Harry. Yet it's because of their hard work. Okay, next tweet. A royal reporter swallowing his pride and telling the truth. He'll get kicked out of the group chat for that. Okay, there's Richard Fitzwilliam. I believe he was one of those people who the YouTubers hired to talk about the Oprah interview that wasn't even aired yet. No one have seen the interview. Alright, so I think I responded to that. But let's read here. This is him. Meghan podcast with Serena has been an enormous success. It's a fact. The reviews here were excruciating and I was critical of aspects at Mail Online. Its appeal is international. It does show her global reach, which is why they made the top 100. Okay, Meghan Markle, new podcast hit #1 on Spotify chart, beating Joe Rogan. He completely dismissive of her experiences and his review and straight up lied about how her ambition and charisma was stomped on, but I agree that I enjoy. He has to be honest if he wants to be taken seriously as a journalist, but it's far too late for that. Okay, I think he was just thinking out loud. He was sincerely taken back by how well it did. Let's see here. Sarcasm. Okay, that was the 15 September 21. Acceptance. It's tough time for the royal family. Let's see what happens next. I take the point about what has happened, but it's the future that's important. Maybe he come to a realization. I don't know. Like this one said, it's a little bit too late. Alright, you show your card already. It's a little bit too late. All the other ones who the squads have recognized as liars, when we clearly seeing the reality of things, we can't take you guys serious anymore. It's gonna take a huge mountain to get back to the seriousness of your journalistic profession. Alright, nobody's gonna take you serious. Okay, so there's me here. He has no choice but tell the truth. Wasn't he one of the YouTubers paid to talk about the whole interview without seeing it? LOL. And someone put this here as a response. They review Archetypes like it was an old interview podcast, and it's not. Many listeners will have disappointed had Meghan not talked about herself. This is a product after all, and she knows her audience. That's right. Yes, sis, I'll save this receipt, but I'm side-eyeing this dude who was part of the donkey colony. This is why she put the donkey colony debacle. He was the most emphatically vicious. My guess lift her up for the hard fall. It's what they always did to Princess Diana. Oh, how I wish I'm proved wrong. I really wish. Okay, I think people get a little carried away when someone shows a royal reporter backtracking. I didn't say he was renouncing his position and becoming a squatty. It's literally just one tweet. Yeah, I mean, this is me who's saying, wasn't he one of that? Again, many of us, like me, I don't follow these people. So sometime when the squad bring in the screenshot, it's just to show the rest of the squad who's not following those royal rats what's going on the other side. And then there's me here who will take the same screenshot the squad is share and then bring it on YouTube to share with you who some of you are completely not on Twitter. Alright, so I understand Pagan here. Okay, he had to, but I don't trust him. As soon as it's possible, he'll continue talking shit. Okay, you shouldn't be trusting royal reporters in general, regardless of what they tweet. Exactly. They just know where the wind is going, and they just stuck to the wind flow. Okay, about them time, better late than ever. It's fact and then. I mean, he's testing the waters as well. Let's not forget, testing the waters to see how people gonna take him. Okay, Meghan's the only person I definitely trust. Okay, his opinion is Omid. Throughout the wave of the downfall and up, I mean, Meghan was never down, but the way the rest of the royal rats was pushing Meghan down, the only royal reporter who was not participating but just telling the fact regardless how unpopular it was Omid. That's it. I'm not saying, we have to agree with everything he says, but he was the only one who was sticking to his own perspective, how he see thing was playing out. That's the only person I will take his word for. Anybody else, I don't give a damn about what they say. Whether they said anything positive about Meghan, I don't care, because they all have shown their card. Because when everybody, before people starting to get the link, the connection, the card that was being played, where they were putting Meghan down, okay, before the whole world starting to see the game that was being played, okay, Omid was the only one who stuck to the integrity of journalistic. All right. This guy has me laughing. He is bold to say this on a public forum. Okay, is the feather changing his tune? Right, after this, that's it. Okay, I think he is trying to be poached like Omid. There's that. Okay, he is seeing Omid rich and realize he is playing for the losing team since Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have a global audience. Okay, upcoming, and why owes it all to Button. Okay, what is that word? The fitted Willis concession will be following by, but Meghan will not have had the opportunity without having been part of the royal family, totally forgetting and ignoring that Meghan had a full life and following with the Tig before Harry. So a podcast was just a matter of time for her. Yeah, I was trying to explain that in my last podcast, which I don't think I edited yet, is that I think, let's say if Meghan had never met Harry, I think at some point she would have had a podcast, because the way she was connecting with her audience, with her fan, okay, the innocent way of connecting with her fan, she at some point would have created a podcast. I think so. Okay, I think so. So it was just a matter of time, like this person said here. Did he finally enter the acceptance stage? Okay, wait, what? No, just when you think they are and they should be moving on, they revert back to anger. That is true. The not-so-royal family, particularly Will and Katie, made a huge mistake driving Meghan away. They could have used her to help repair the image of that firm, but they couldn't get past the envy and racism. This started remember, I've been saying it for a very long time. Charles have been training William at a young age, since his late teen, early 20s, going to parties to mingle with with the tabloid. Okay, so for William, this was already ingrained in him that it's he forgot that there's a world outside of the UK. All right, it's mingling with the tabloid. That's how you're gonna get positive coverage. Okay, so this was already ingrained in him. And I've said also, Princess Diana, I think, work her magic for her boys while she, in the afterlife, wherever she is, in heaven. Okay, she was pretty much innocent. She has to be. If God doesn't bring Princess Diana into heaven, I don't know what is, because they took her life out of privacy and shove it right out to the public, and then to mistreated her. All right, so Princess Diana have been looking out for both of her boys. Okay, can you imagine how many girls, women that are out there? And then Harry was able to pinpoint and pick exactly Meghan. Okay, even though it was through connection of one specific friend, to make that connection for him to get to meet Meghan for that one, blind date, and then for him to realize this is the woman. Okay, and then Meghan had been in the entertainment business, where she knows a lot of people who can do many things for whatever will make your what do they call this, the PR type of people, or people who do different things and stuff like that. So William, who wanted positive coverage for the people out there to see him as whatever it may be, I'm pretty sure Meghan would have known someone who could have helped William get to that point. Okay, and if he wasn't up of his own ass thinking he's better than everybody, if he had just give Meghan a chance and humble himself, listen, and do regular conversation and stuff like that, or if he has certain concern, knowing that Meghan's background was the entertainment business and some of the charitable work that she's been doing, okay, bring certain topic to her and said, look, I would love to do this, what do you think? This is not to say you don't know anything, or you whatever those people think of themselves. It's just a basic question where you need help, and then someone could find ways to help you get to your goal. So if he had just humbled himself and then take Meghan as is and get to know Meghan based on his own experience with her, he never gave Meghan that chance. So therefore, he has to go with what he's been taught at a young age, what Charles have been teaching him, which was completely the wrong thing. But this is why I've always said I do not understand how Harry was able to get out of this. For him to be the only one, he was one of the youngest, to question things and said, wait a second, if you're going through some pain, why do I have to experience the same pain that you're going through? And then for him to carve out his own path, to get out of the things that they've been trying to teach him. This is huge. I could never understand. The only thing I could say is that it's just a miracle. Okay, Princess Diana had to do something and say, boy, you're not gonna be in the firm, you need to carve out your own life, and I'm gonna send this woman to help you. And then for him to have that trust on Meghan and stuck by her, because anyone, okay, who grew up in a certain way and don't know any different, it will be very hard for them to live that lifestyle. But he took a leap of faith, like he said in that interview, that speech that he did. He took a leap of faith with her. Why do I think he took a leap of faith with her? Because he got to know Meghan before anybody else were telling him their own version of Meghan. And we see how, and we saw how the tabloid were painting Meghan. Okay, so he got to see Meghan one-on-one with Meghan, and then the people Meghan surround herself with. The thing is that William have been the kind of mindset they put in him have been really ingrained in him. He just didn't give Meghan any chance for him to get to know Meghan based on his own perspective, his own encounter with her. But he took it as it is. And what I think also, I mean, I have so many versions of that, where the Queen told Harry yes, he could marry Meghan, because I thought maybe perhaps she felt like, Harry is not close to the throne. He was 6th in line. So there's those 3 other heirs, Charlotte, Louis, and the other one, the firstborn, So Harry and Meghan is not a threat to the throne. So she said, okay. But at the same time, maybe it was just a front, okay, to say, yes, you could do it. And then she knows her people will go to work, try to destroy it. I don't know. You know what? God knows, and thank God. All I have to say, thank you for saying the yes and for Harry to be able to do it. I think even if they said no, Harry would have left anyway and does his whatever he wanted to do anyway. So they were afraid that he might not leave. Okay, I'm looking here what critics are saying about Britney Spears' first new album since her conservatorship ended. Because this is what happened now. People now just so they don't need much PR. They just do their own thing and then drop their album. So Britney Spears did a collab with Elton John. So let's see here. That was not on my list. Let's see here. Elton John understood how much pent-up goodwill exists for Spears in the wake of Free Britney. Alright, so that was okay. So that's it with the Britney thing. I thought that was very interesting. Okay. Are there any comment? Okay, this Sunny was recorded years ago, not new. Her Instagram was removed after she spoke about it. Okay, I don't follow Britney. There's a lot of celebrities I don't follow. As she refers simply as the only significance she had was being his background vocalist. Britney's still under control, not free yet, guys. Okay, liar, Britney is free. Jesus, how hungry for drama are you for the point that you refuse to let Britney be happy? As a free person, is Britney being happy just absolutely forbidden? Okay, try a friend. You can't even tell. It is her singing on the track. It is way overproduced. Did you listen to the song? Okay, it is not good. Okay, I don't know. I really don't know. Wow, talk about overproducing. Her voice sound computer generated. Okay, I do not know, but people, whoever listened to it, that's what it is. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet that was on my list. I saw it was trending, that's why I click on it. Okay, the Carnival of Clowns are so clueless. They're comparing Meghan to their queen and too stupid to realize that by doing so, they're elevating Meghan to the same level as Queen Elizabeth II. Okay, they've given up on comparing her to the nuns of Cambridge, but I thought they said Meghan was acting above her station when she asked for fairness. So now you're comparing her to the CEO of the firm. Make it make sense. Alright, sis, their hate has blinded them to the Streisand effect. They're providing free ads to Meghan and making her more superior and influenced than all the royals. So many more people are tuning in to what Meghan does or say, while the remaining royals slip into obscurity. It probably doesn't matter since Meghan is on a much higher level than Queen Elizabeth II already. If for one, want Queen Elizabeth II banished from Australia as soon as possible, but Meghan can visit any day. I'm not the only person who feels this way. Let it happen. Okay, Prime Minister trying to discredit her by feeding lies about the podcast to his feeble-minded followers. Glad to see he got a lot of pushback and backlash too. Okay, so I don't know who's PM Prime Minister. Did the UK choose a Prime Minister yet? Okay, Meghan, because remember Bojo stepped down after that huge controversy. So I don't know who's the new Prime Minister of the UK. Okay, Meghan works and helps people. She is far more superior than the Queen, who have done nothing for her subject in her 70 years on the throne, except take their taxes to live a lavish life in all her castles, wave and say Merry Christmas once a year in front of her golden piano. That's pretty much in a nutshell. Okay, they should really be focusing on their mains. Like, where have they been? Correction, they are elevating Lizzie to the same level as Queen Meghan. Oh my god, this, okay? She's more interesting than the Queen. Meghan has a voice, the Queen doesn't. That's the thing. This is what Harry saw and said, they all trap. Okay, she has one when it's about Andrew. That's another clue. That is true. Meghan, Queen of the World, equal billion of citizens, versus Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of UK, 66 million citizens. Meghan is the choose one, and it's why is ruling the world. Empress Meghan, the Carnival of Clowns, best description. There's the laugh so far. Their mentality is indescribably shallow. They have some kind of unrealistic expectation, like telenovela. Okay, Queen Meghan it is. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I'm already 36 minutes. Okay, Prince Charles' former butler, Grant Harrold, chimed in and recalled, quote, being told by a journalist friend that certain tabloids were going to compare and do articles to make one seem better than the other. Okay, I like when they put their things and they show the date. When they just put this small screenshot, it's hard to determine when it was said. Okay, Prince Charles' former butler, Grant Harrold, chimed in and recalled, quote, being told by a journalist friend that certain tabloids were going to compare and do articles to make one seem better than the other, end quote. At the time, he thought it was unfair, but it did happen. There were stories that compare how Meghan Markle looked frumpy compared to Kate Middleton and how the latter wears dresses better than the other. The stories allegedly went on for weeks, and Harrold wondering if the firm had anything to do with feeding them to the press. And this is coming back to haunt them. They're creating the nonsense, and people are tired of it, as if people are blind. They want to control people in every sense you could think of. They want you to hear what they want you to hear. They want you to see what they want you to see. And then yet reality is right in front of you. They're saying what you're seeing is not what it is, and people get tired of it. Obviously, the campaign against Meghan was carefully planned. By whom, I wonder. Let's see here. There's 7 comment under it. The royals with more to gain from it, those closer to the throne, especially when the next 2 future queen consorts are pretty useless. Okay, exactly. They missed the main point, that Meghan is so much more than just the clothes she wears. None of the other royals, apart from maybe Charles, has ever had as much passion and genuine interest in their causes than Meghan has. The others all just go through the motion. That's true. Okay, Harry always said, you know, he participates in things that he's passionate about in terms of charity. Kate is the frumpy one without all those expensive clothes. She's unattractive and rather plain looking. I mean, I really don't like to go in terms of the look aspect of things, because beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. If you want to be honest with yourself, before she married William, she was decently looking. I don't know if she did some work later on, because eventually, if you're doing fake things to yourself, the fakeness will start showing up. But she was an attractive young lady. I guess due to insecurity, the thing is that it's the same repeat process of the father, Charles. When you look at Princess Diana, the beauty of Princess Diana, yet this guy didn't love her. This is something many young women should look into and say, don't change yourself for anybody unless you yourself want to do it. You yourself, if you want to do it to make you feel good, that's completely different story. But don't do it for a man, for someone else to like you, because the guy will always go after what he likes. Okay, look at Princess Diana, perfect example. The beauty right there in front of this guy. Nope, he wasn't in love with her. Look at who he's in love with. Okay, so there's so many little things here and there many of us could learn from that royal family. There's so many things. But William and his wife is following exactly what Charles did. It's just too sad to see that self-esteem of that wife, it's not there if she's doing stuff to herself, because she was a decent looking woman. I don't know why she had to do it. If she's doing it for the husband, she better think twice, because he's gonna go after whatever he likes, because the nonsense that they put on his head to think that he's better than anybody. And then the worst thing is, there are so many women out there who don't respect themselves, will be more than happy to give him whatever he wants and do whatever he wants whenever he wants with them. That's the sad thing with some of these women out there. This is the thing. If many of these women that he's willing to go with, okay, I'm trying not to be too descriptive because I don't want YouTube to block my videos. Okay, you could just put in one together. All right, if those women that he's willing to go and sleep with, okay, had self-respect and said, no, you have a wife, I'm not gonna do this with you, go to your wife, maybe he would have stopped. But the thing is that many of these women have no self-respect. No self-respect. They rather think that, okay, let me open my leg to him, for him, so he could give me this, or material stuff, things that they're gonna leave behind. Okay, and then meanwhile the wife will think that, oh, if I do this to myself, maybe he will like me. No, if he never loved you, nothing you will do to yourself will make him change his mind. Okay, it's very sad to see this is where he's gonna go. We could be as some of the things that she has done to Meghan while Meghan was over there, instead of trying to help Meghan, but instead jump on the bandwagon to bash her. So whatever she get, it's all her doing. We're not coming to her rescue. Alright, she deserves whatever coming her way. That's the part where I will say something about it. But in terms of looks and things like that, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. I don't like to discuss beauty, how somebody looks and stuff like that, even though there's gonna be some tweet later on that the squad be calling out, and I bookmark to share with you. It might be on the next podcast, Jen Noir and stuff like that. All right, well, she deserved it. Let's just say she deserved that drag, because she went out of her way to write some nonsense about Meghan. All right, she didn't really stand a chance, did she? Even at 50%, she shone brighter. Interesting though that inside are beginning to leak this type of stuff. The blinkers are coming off, because they're not earning any money. Those royal reporters who were willing to write nonsense for the royal family, they realize, hey, Harry and Meghan were the money making machine, but they overplayed their card. This is the way the royal family work. Okay, they'll use anybody as a stepping stone to get to where they want to be. Okay, but if you don't know yourself and you want to bend down for them to step on you to get to the next level, that's your own doing. But guess what? At the height of all those negativity, the only person who did not bend down for them to step on him to get to the next level was Omid. Okay, he report almost the same thing the others were reporting, but in a truthful way and his own perspective. He didn't go overboard to bash Meghan. Okay, it was an organized bashing. They never welcome her. That's fine. Okay, could you share a link of this article, please? Okay, I wonder if Kate is being scapegoated. I think they're already on the path of that, because there was a tweet, I don't know if I shared it, but where William is with the kids only, and then they were comparing him with when Charles with Harry and what was it, and William. I think it was probably either after I don't know when that was taken. Was Princess Diana died, or was when they divorced? That was the part I was a bit confused, because Harry looked very young there, so it could have been after the divorce. So they were showing her single dad, Charles was a good dad and all of this, but William with the 3 kids, they were comparing him with that back then. But I was like in the comment, where is the mother? The mother's there. So why are you looking for sympathy? So they're probably in the path of, this is all her doing. Okay. And I don't know. The family thought that because she married into the royal family, they're going to have La Maison de Bang Bang.
He even claims Prince William will soon be a guest at his home, the home he has crudely named Maison de Bang Bang.
And they thought they were on the good side of the royal family, but instead they were just bending down for the royals to as a stepping stone. All right, because I'm a little bit afraid for Kate right now, to tell you the truth. I'm a little bit afraid for Kate. The way some of the things that the squad are sharing on the tabloid, it seems like they're on the path of Diana her. Okay, for the other one, whatever. The same pattern of Charles is happening with William. This is why I always pray for those kids, only because they are the grandkids of Princess Diana. I hope whatever strike Harry, that miracle strike those kids as well, because I do not see how those kids gonna see anything different. Okay, liar, yes, they were going to compare and do everything in their power to elevate Bond, but not with benign stories like Meghan is frumpier, because Bond dresses like it's the 1800s. The firm didn't pay for Meghan, but she was abused in the press for spending her own money compared to Bond. Why make me think of Camilla and Diana, where they try to make Di seem like a bad guy and Camilla the good guy. You see, the same thing is happening again, the same blueprint. I don't know. I hope the wife, the future wife, see the pattern, because if they don't like you, the thing is that with the firm, they only care about the blood royals, okay, and the futures. All right, if the futures said they don't like something, the firm is gonna make sure it happen. Okay, so trying to play, well, she already bent way before she married into the royal. I don't see the royal family. I don't see how she's gonna turn. She's gonna change and do completely different, because they could ask her anytime. Okay, they could have all lifted each other up higher and supported each other. Everyone could have shined brighter, working together, said. The thing is that I completely agree with this 100%. But for the royal family to be at the position that they are in, remember, if everyone is in a harmonious way and things like that, they don't benefit. So when there's chaos, when people spinning each one against one another, that's where they benefit from. This is why they do these kind of things. Okay, when each one of us are pinning against one another, so they just go around and scoop whatever they want. This is the same blueprint from slavery, from all of that. They pin everybody against each other and they just walk in and grab what they needed. And this is the same thing that was happening, but people wants to put a stop to that. Enough is enough. If William had a brain and then realized that Harry, I think Harry was the only person in the royal family who had his back, not the men in gray suit. The men in gray suit, remember, the men in gray suit are probably, okay, or the group of elite people, okay, who are benefiting from their position right now. So they're gonna guide anyone at the firm, either the queen, future, to a place where their buddies, who's at the same level at them, okay, could benefit. So they're not gonna be doing things for the little people, the subjects who don't have any titles and all of that. So they're gonna make sure those people with titles or who have tons of money get what they want by creating chaos among the lesser people. All right. But if William had some brain to realize that Harry had his back, and then if he wanted to change the direction of the firm to a 21st century, Harry will have to be with him to do that. But instead, he backstabbed him, thinking that, and at the same time, Harry will stay to keep on doing the same thing with him. Meanwhile, he never thought that Harry wanted a plan for himself, because Harry is not gonna be at the throne. It's him. So Harry was already dedicated his life to help him, but as soon as the brother backstabbed him, Harry was like, no, No, I need a life of my own. You either support me or let me go.
Have been, as we know, is that the Mail on Sunday had the ruling against them in February, and they were then appealing it. So it was lawyers from the Mail on Sunday who would have approached Jason Naff, knowing that these emails and messages existed. That would have been the point, unless, I mean, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate, and clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
Heavy than said, but that's the way that I see it. All right, the butler's friend with a journalist. Think about that for a second. The butler. Okay, I don't wonder about, because it is truth. Eating avocados, holding baby bumps, closing car doors, toxic compare and contrast game never seem to end. They did it to Diana and Sarah in the 80s. They are still doing it today with toxic, xenophobic, racist overtone and undertone and the British, BTM. Okay, the truth is slowly coming out. Okay, do you have a link to the archive article? Okay, where is it from? From P and okay, maybe that, where's that link? Could you share the link? All right, there's that, because they did share the link. What year was that? They didn't say. I do. Okay, it's to that. That was August 26, 2020. All you have to do is the archive. Oh, she did the archive version. Go to the next tweet. Next tweet. Okay, people, Princess Diana ghost will hunt Prince Charles forever. LOL. Look at that smirk. Okay, look at Princess Diana, this beautiful lady. He never loved her. This is the thing that I'm saying. Any woman, no matter how you look, appreciate yourself. Learn to appreciate yourself and don't change yourself for anybody. I could understand when you're getting married, there have to be some sort of a compromise. There's different level of compromise, of where you have to make certain changes with yourself. Okay, either to behavior, okay, because sometimes people's behavior stinks. All right, your behavior, the way you do certain things, the way you talk to people, you could change these kind of things because you have to interact with people. But your look, your physical look, the way God put you on this earth, learn to appreciate that. Don't change it for anybody, or especially a guy, because the guy will never, if he never liked you, nothing will make him change to love you. All right, so you have to appreciate yourself. All right, there's my comment here. Then she'll go after Prince of Begging for calling her paranoia when she can no longer defend herself. I was responding to this. Princess Diana's ghost will hunt Prince Charles forever. LOL. And then I'll go here. Then she'll go after Prince of Begging for calling her paranoia when she can no longer defend herself. Okay, they have never actually recovered from her death. There have been adequate distraction, but it's never going back to pre-1997. Okay, yep, and I approve. I wonder how Charles feels every time he sees his daughter-in-law wearing that ring, Diana's ring. Okay, actually, he probably feels nothing because he's heartless. That's true. Talk about cursed. That is true. I don't think he cares. He never loved her. He never loved her. I don't know why this guy felt like, well, then again, it was Harry who took the ring and thought that it would be a good idea to give it to his future wife. But when he realized William got married before him, which pretty much will do because William is older than him, and he decided to give it to William to give it to his now wife because he felt like the ring will be part of Princess Diana that will be at the throne. Look like it will never be, because even Princess Diana was like she never thought she would be at the throne. So that ring is totally cursed. The minute that I started doing videos and I come across that ring, I was like, the ring is cursed. All right, Charles' interview is much more damning than the panorama, in my opinion. He tells the world he will never ever give up Camilla. Diana going out in revenge dress the day interview air was iconic. Yes. Okay, what Chucky and the others failed to realize is that they don't have control over their legacy, and they won't remember for the few positive things they've done, only the disgusting negative thing. That is 100% correct. And at the same time, look how they're trying to shut Princess Diana legacy down, but When anything positive someone is doing, they want to compare themselves with it. And at the same time, they want to shut her down. The thing is that people will always remember Princess Diana's work because she was genuine with her work and all of that. And these people who trying to shut it down, they're literally going out of their way to shut Princess Diana's legacy down. And it's actually elevating Princess Diana even more because people were saying, wait a second, that woman was helping us, giving us a voice to do this, to do that. We were witness. Many of us were alive when Princess Diana was alive. This is the thing these people don't understand. All right? There were too many witnesses for all of this. But what happened when they die? Okay? When those royal family die, what are we going to remember them by? They don't think about that when they can no longer defend themselves, where they have to give royal rats money to talk positive about them. When they are on the ground, where they cannot even make any transaction to talk positive. This is the thing they should be worrying about. When they die, they can no longer speak. How are they going to receive them? Okay? Too many witnesses. You're not going to be looking good. I don't even need to write it. You're writing it yourself. The negativity is too much. Okay, the negativities are so much, people will know. Okay, so that's the thing. Princess Diana doesn't need to say anything else because there will be a lot of people who will defend her because she was doing good thing, despite one of her son feel like her voice, her work, everything she has done should not be listened to. All right, too many witnesses. All right, Prince Charles Bin Laden cash. Okay, Prince Charles Bin Laden cash. She knew him too well, corrupt. Okay, well, that's good to hear. All right, I hope so. I'm glad to see this. Princess Diana worked hard and did a great deal of good before her death. I still tear up thinking of it. This is one of the things that I'm saying. Too many witnesses to see the good things that Princess Diana was doing. Okay, when she was alive. So, what, I don't know how these people think. Wow, your choice of image is perfection. That is true. That is true. The smirk here will haunt him forever. And the thing is that with Princess Diana's thing is that she was doing things out of her heart, and they didn't like her for doing good things. And this is perfect example as well, where Princess Diana was doing things because she wanted to, and these people didn't like it because she was being praised for it. She was being praised for it. They didn't like her for that, so she stuck to her gut, and this is what is helping her voice stay relevant, because she stuck to her gut and do the things that she felt was right, not what the institution wanted her to do. Okay, because the things that the institution wanted her to do were not good. This is the problem that these people have. Right? Bon and Skull have, especially Bon, because she doesn't, I don't know if she have any ambition to do anything for herself, to stuck to her gut and do the right thing, because the institution will never like you no matter what. Okay, Billboard for Meghan's Archetypes podcast have appeared in New York, Los Angeles, and Canada. Alright, this one is pretty much the same thing. That's in, looks like Times Square. Yeah, looks like Times Square. I've been there so many times. I haven't been in New York. Yeah, I was there a couple weeks ago to visit some family members, but not in Manhattan. Alright, there's this. That's in New York. The Empire State Building, that's also close to Times Square. Wow, 2 billboard? That's some really busy intersection. That is a really busy intersection. Wow. And in that building too? I wonder how much it cost for them to put it there. This one is in New York and this one is in Toronto. All these are busy intersection. You can't miss it no matter what. You cannot miss it. You cannot miss it. All right, let's see this. And I'm not sure. That's LA. Okay, that's in Los Angeles. You cannot miss it. You cannot miss it. That huge. Look at the whole building. This is huge. Okay, there's that as well. I think this is also in LA. One of the comment was saying, the original post of this was saying it's somewhere near Staples Center or something like that. I think they changed the name of the Staples Center to something else. Okay, America's most reliable 5G network and Archetypes. Listen free only on Spotify with Meghan. Alright, look at this. With Meghan. They didn't put any royal's name here. Duchess of Sussex or anything. With Meghan. That's it. Meghan. They didn't even put the Markle part. Meghan. Okay, let's see here. Egg is going to New York. LOL. This is what he will find at his arrival. Meghan's face everywhere. This is the squad who's throwing the shade. I think I shared that part with you guys on my community board. That day should be holy Sabbath of silence for the squad. We only talk about the queen. Amazing. There's a heart. I would love one like that in London too. There's a pettiness overload. Okay, in Canada, it is at Dundas Square in Toronto. I have not been down there for a while, so I'm unaware of it. If it is, I may just take a trip simply to admire it. Okay, I'm heading down there tomorrow before work, so I'll let you know. I look like, okay, I guess it looks like it's above H&H at the Eaton Center, and of course at the atrium as well. We'll confirm tomorrow. Okay, I went to Canada once. Oh my God, if I tell you my experience in Canada, you guys gonna laugh. Okay, she's back to her, and it was, I'm telling you, Canadians have some good heart. Okay, she's back to her celebrity era, and I, for one, I'm so happy and excited. Now I need her cooking show and blog to come back. Me too. The cooking and places to see and visit were the best. That part in terms of places to visit, that might be hard for her to do, unless, because she cannot travel that freely anymore. But I could see the cooking going on. I know one of the squaddies were saying, how come I don't show cooking that much? I haven't done much of cooking over the summer. I've done cooking for the kids and stuff like that, but the way that I would like to share my type of cooking and stuff like that, I haven't done much. Okay, must be costing Spotify an absolute fortune. Well, they probably already made it back in the first episode, because everyone is talking about it. All right, let's see here. Me too, the cooking and places to see. All right, let's see this one. Okay, that's that. I need a skincare line and a clothes line. Okay, waiting for the TIG 2.0 like. Okay, so these are the squaddies who's been following her. But there's the one I wanted to go into. Okay, Egg is going to New York. LOL. There's the laugh. This is what he will find at his arrival. Meghan's face everywhere. Let's go into that. There's 20 comments under it. Right, I read that already. I will give my right arm to be there and shout question at him. Peg, sorry, Prince William, how do you feel that Meghan is number one? Did you arrange to unalive Archie in Africa? Those squaddies are something. Seriously, I will die if someone calls him Peg to his face. I love that for him. Oh Lord, didn't think about that. New York City subtly telling him where their loyalties lie. LOL, I hope it's near his hotel too, or heck, in front of his window. Seriously, oh my God, I love that for him. Okay, it's called comma and it's pronounced ha. Okay, there's that. The squad dog. I wish I could feel bad for really of Pegger, knowing that he got no control over US media. Yep, let's finish with that and then do a prayer. Alright, and Nutmeg does. That's all they could do. Do the trashy name and all of that. They have nothing of substance to really put Meghan down, and because Meghan is like the gold standard. Is the gold standard. That's all they could come up, bring this nonsense, name calling and all of that. And then when they're comparing Meghan with the other one, it's just with clothing, external thing, material stuff. That's stay mad, the Rangers. That's right. Get this number one in almost every country. All right, there's more, but I am 1 hour now. I'm gonna move the rest to video number 2. All right, let's do a prayer. All right, prayer for what? Let's do success and protection. Okay, success. And okay, protection is here. Prosperity. Okay. Let's see if there's a small prayer here. Grant, O Lord, thy protection, and protection strength, and strength understanding, and understanding knowledge, and knowledge the knowledge of justice. That's for sure. All right, so okay, let's do an image. Let's do this one, the first one. A prayer for blessings. God, be merciful to me and provide me with your blessings. Help me to show love for others as you have shown love for me. Give to me your peace and blessing of good health, and provide me with the protection of your angels to keep me safe. Oh, this is right on, spot on. Let your blessing of happiness and prosperity with success dwell within my shelter on this day and in the day to come. That's very good. I like that one. This one hit the nail in the head. All right, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And new subscribers, just know this channel is just a connection with people who are not on Twitter, and I'm just sharing what is being said on Twitter and my little humble opinion and with some of the tweets. And that's pretty much, you know what, let me see something here. You see this? I was supposed to share it with you the day that I finish edited. They're still reviewing. This video is being reviewed. When I told the squaddies on my community board I'm gonna share that video with you guys, look at this, they hold it. Okay, and I put for them to review it. I did that on August 25th. All right, so now when I want to drop something more recent, I'm not even gonna tell you guys, I'm just gonna drop it. Look at this one, was the one after it. All right, I just finished edit and put it live. That's it, without giving any warning. This one, that was the more recent one. I just drop it, make it public without any warning, because if I put any warnings, this is what's gonna happen. It seems like that's what's gonna happen to the video. Okay, so they're still reviewing that. And this one, there was some issues with it, but they let it go. This video is being monetized. All right, so that's that. All right, thank you for watching. Let me do video number 2 now.